Randall Cunningham of the Eagles and Tim Rosenbaugh of the Cardinals are two of the most mobile quarterbacks in the NFL. They are skilled passers with exceptional leadership ability, but both missed all of last season with knee injuries. Returning to form in 1992, these two quarterbacks will lead the way tonight as the Eagles meet the Cardinals. It's the NFL on TNT next. Tonight from the great Southwest, the Valley of the Sun, it's a home opener for the Phoenix Cardinals, and the weatherman has provided a rather warm reception for the Philadelphia Eagles as temperature at kickoff time is well over 100 degrees. TNT Sunday Night Football featuring two NFC East rivals as the Eagles and Cardinals meet in Sun Devil Stadium in Tempe. The NFC East has been called the toughest division of the National Football League, the Beast of the East, if you will. They have won 4 of the last 6 Super Bowls. After today's action, the Cowboys are in first place at 2-0, beating the Giants, who fell to 0-2. It's the Cowboys' first 2-0 start since '86. Washington, on the other hand, evened their record at 1-1, beating the Falcons 24-17, and the Falcons are now 0-9 in RFK Stadium. So today, the Eagles have an opportunity to climb into a first-place tie with Dallas with a victory here tonight over the Phoenix Cardinals. Hi, everybody. I'm Gary Bender. The Cardinals under Joe Bugel are 3-13 against the NFC East, but 2 of those wins have come at the expense of the Philadelphia Eagles. Interestingly enough, the last 2 years they've won the second game of the year. And Pat Hayden, Randall Cunningham was not there last year. He was out with that severe knee injury. But watching him last week, it looks like he's back physically.
Well, you know, it's really interesting. Coming back from an injury, a severe injury, is one thing, but coming back with confidence is completely another thing. And Randall Cunningham, last week against New Orleans, came back with confidence. He got banged up a little bit, yet he came back from the 6 sacks. He threw 2 touchdowns, didn't have any interceptions. Here's a guy who played very well. He played without fear of that knee, scrambled around some as well. But the Eagles don't want him to be the full show tonight, Gary. They want to come out and run the football. You're going to see Herschel Walker in a one-back set, run the ball over the right side. They want to feature Herschel early in this game.
Well, Tim Rosenbaugh had his own severe knee injury. He missed the whole year. He really is the heart of this Cardinal team.
Well, the Cardinal coaches say our team even breaks the huddle better with Tim Rosenbaugh, and it's the truth. Here's a guy in 1990, in his second year, really did play well. Threw for 16 touchdown passes. And there's very simple tonight. If this is not going to be a mismatch, Tim Rosenbaugh has to play well, and they have to run the ball. They need 4 big plays out of the passing game. That's what Joe Bugel has said. But it's going to be tough running and passing the ball against the most dominant defensive team in the entire NFL, and that is the Philadelphia Eagles, led by that man, Reggie White. And they're dominant because they have dominating players like White and Seth Joyner. And they're also dominating because they play with an attitude. Seth Joyner and his teammates play with a chip on their shoulders, an arrogance, if you will, and they back it up, Gary.
Well, Pat, you said it very well. As the Eagles have won the toss, they have elected to receive. You saw the temperature now at 102 degrees. It will go down some, but not a lot. They always advertise here in the Valley of the Sun it's a dry heat, but I'm sure most of the players don't want to hear that right now. Joe Bugel trying to get the Cardinals back to a winning season. In his 3rd year, he is 9-24. They have lost 9 games in a row. They haven't had a winning season since 1984. Rich Kotite in his 2nd year was 10-6 last year. They did miss the playoffs, but what adversity he went through. The loss of Cunningham we talked about, Jerome Brown this year. Also, he had to really overcome the anger of players that were fiercely loyal to Buddy Ryan. Greg Davis now will kick it off for the Cardinals. by Sikahema, who used to play here in Sun Devil Stadium for the Cardinals, and Herschel Walker back deep. And a very surprising move. They didn't even line up. They came out of that huddle and kicked off. Sikahema will go to a knee. And from the 20-yard line, the Eagles have set it up. Randall Cunningham does so many things well. He can beat you with his feet. He can beat you with his arm.
And he can beat you with his mind. I mean, I don't think he gets enough credit for the audibles he called. As a matter of fact, last week, the touchdown pass to Fred Barnett that he threw was an audible. I mean, he uses his mind. He knows when to run. He knows when to throw. He knows when to duck.
He played 16 minutes last year, going down in quarter number 2 against Green Bay. From the 20, Philadelphia. Walker, the single running back, and he'll get it. He carried it 26 times last week. Bounces outside. Good ad-lib effort. There was nothing there, and he picks up 3. Ken Harvey eventually over to make the stop. So Walker with that 100-yard day a week ago. And let's look at the line. Much maligned, but coming on. Eric Floyd, a Plan B guy from the Chargers. Antone Davis, their #1 draft pick a year ago. And Myers, an unfamiliar position to tight end. Heath Sherman had a strong game last week. He'll line up along with Walker, Fred Barnett, and Calvin Williams. Excellent wide receivers. 2nd and 7. It'll be Herschel again. Big hole off the left side. He's got the first down to the 31. Michael Sortich up an 8-yard pickup on the play. And the Cardinals could not stop the run last year. Can they today? Faulkner, Waller, and Jones up front. Jones has had a strong first game. The strength of this team is Freddie Joe Nunn and Ken Harvey at the outside linebacking positions. But their superstar is Tim McDonald, the strong safety.
And if they don't stop the run, Gary, you're going to see a lot more of plays like that from Herschel Walker. This is the perfect complement to Randall Cunningham.
Herschel Walker has picked up the first down on 2 carries to the 30. Cunningham with his first pass of the night, and the completion is made to Barnett at the 35. Fred Barnett with Freddie Joe Nunn dropping back on Aeneas Williams, a gain of 8. And Barnett, who was out almost the entire preseason with a shoulder problem, just starting to get his timing with Cunningham.
Well, you're right. And what Fred Barnett does, I think a terrific job of, he snatches the ball. He does not wait for the ball to get to him. And you prevent interceptions that way, and you prevent incompletions like right there. If he doesn't snatch that ball, that's an incompletion.
2nd and 2. Sprint draw handoff to Walker, and he's got the first down. He looks like the Walker we saw last week against the Saints as he picks up another first down. Last week, 26 carries, 114 yards.
And why does he look that way? Because first of all, there's no penetration. You don't see any white jerseys really disrupting the throw. The play has a chance to develop. Pat Beach, 83, gets a block. Mike Shadd, number 79, gets a block, and then he just kind of fills in behind that. But no early penetration. Allow the play to develop slowly.
First time they'd had 100 yards in opening day was 1934 by an Eagle back. Walker again. Walker this time for maybe 2, 3. The ball comes loose, but I think it was ruled down by contact. Tim McDonald was up there defending for the Cardinals.
Gary, offensive linemen love to start a game like this. They love to, we talk about getting in rhythm. Throwers getting in rhythm, receivers getting in rhythm, but nobody talks about offensive linemen doing that. And the Eagles right now, you come out, you run the ball, you pick up a first down with Herschel Walker running, you get some confidence. There is this thing called rhythm of running, and offensive linemen need to get into it.
And make a couple of hits up there, right? Yeah. Knock somebody backwards. 2nd and 8. Barnett is in motion. Play action. Cunningham. He gets away from Nunn. He dumps it off to Pat Beach, the tight end. First down. There is really vintage Randall Cunningham. In trouble, ad-libs, and completes the ball for 11 yards.
Well, you know, Randall Cunningham has a unique ability. And first you can take a look at the fake. Now, if we're going to run the ball as well as they have thus far, those kind of fakes, you can have some wide open receivers. But the ability to extend the play is what Randall Cunningham, I think, does as well as any quarterback. He may